Previously on Knights of the Old Republic.
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those two beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the upworld, ain't you? Yes, you've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
Man, everybody wants my money.
You'd risk your
Kill
life,
with air
stranger?
quotes.
You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
Fair enough.
It's still open. You must save Hindar.
Okay, quick save time because multiple things can happen here. And we have our first battle with a wreck ghoul. Hello and welcome back to more Knights of the Old Republic. And when we last left off, we made our way into the Undercity. And we talked to a bunch of these poor, wretched outcasts who have made their homes under this, well, it looks like there's a ceiling. Kind of reminds me of, like, Midgar and Final Fantasy VII, but anyway, I'm sure there might have been some inspiration drawn there, but, we've talked to these outcasts, and we've been given a couple of different directions by a couple of different people. We talked to Gendar, who has told us that there's some entrances to the sewers to the northeast and southeast of this camp, and that he has also seen Mission and Zalbar running around these parts. Whether they're in the Undercity or the sewer remains unknown to us. And we also encountered Rukil, and he told us that, well, he basically is a religious zealot, and he wants us to go find the whereabouts of his apprentice so that he could possibly lead his people into the Promised Land. But what we're mainly focused on is what has happened here at the main gate, and we have saved our boy Hendar over here from being eaten by one of the many rack ghouls that dwell here in the Undercity. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just simply leave, and we're going to go explore the Undercity, because we have only explored a very small portion of this area. I wish this map was upscaled, but it is what it is. So we're going to bail, and we're just gonna, oh boy, Sith troopers, and a rack ghoul. I'm gonna go the other way first. I don't want to deal with the Sith currently, so.
Please, you have to help me.
Oh.
Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you?
Mission? What's going on? What's the deal?
It's Zalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
Who's they? Who's they? Who's gonna sell him into slavery? What are you talking about?
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
Naturally.
At your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd rack ghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
Gamorreans, a.k.a. those dudes who hang out at Jabba's palace. You just ran off and left him? Why don't you ask Gad and the Becks to help you? Do you know where they took him?
I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
Wait here. I'll be back when I find Zalbar. If I help you... No, I don't want to seem... Well, Wait here.
No way. I'm the one that got Zalbar into this mess, so I'm coming with you. I'm not gonna abandon him again.
Well, if I do get him back, you gotta help me.
It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Volker base. Now come on! We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Volker compound.
Alright, so, well, she repeated herself twice as to where the Gamorreans probably took Zalbar. But we have obtained Mission as our second party member. And now we have a full posse. And 330 experience points. Which is really, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a great character. But these experience points, they add up over time. They add up over time. Alright, I gotta keep Mission with me. That is a great picture, by the way. I actually like how they've upscaled this. As opposed to Kart's. Kart's like, I don't know. It's like he's, I don't know. How do I place it? Or where can I place it? I don't really know. Anyway, but we have Mission with us now. And before we go any further, let's see what we're working with here. She is a scoundrel and is level 3, which means that she is only one level higher up than us. But I do believe, okay, she's at 8,600 experience. Kart's at 1245 or 12,545. So she's only level 4. She's a level behind Karth. Interesting. I think level 5's at 10 grand. But anyway, so she's a scoundrel, level 3. She comes with 16 defense naturally with just regular clothing on. But the good news is, I've got a combat suit to bump that. And check this out. She's at level 3, and she's got 20 defense. That's pretty good as a scoundrel, considering I mean, granted, I'm only level 2, and I'm a scout, but I have a armor piece that's like double the power of hers. So Mission is an extremely like stat monster character. I mean, she's a scoundrel. That class is going to be a stat monster anyway. But I mean, her dexterity is already at 16, and she's level 3. Anyway, I'll stop rambling on about that. Mission does come with a regular old blaster pistol. For her current build, not bad because she has 3 to dexterity. I probably will make her another ranged character, just because her strength is not great. You know, it's 10. It doesn't hurt her nor help her. But what I do want to do I want her to dual wield is the question, or do I want her just to be a very consistent damage dealer? I'm going to pop an energy shield on her. She already has a combat suit. She comes naturally with a stealth field generator. Stealth is not amazing in this game. I wish I had a better blaster pistol to give you. I'm tempted to pull the heavy blaster off Karth, in all honesty. That way, I can give you something that's decent. You know, 1 to 8 seems pretty solid. We'll leave you as is. Actually, I am going to go ahead and level you up. What do I want to bump? Wisdom's at 11. I could bump you up to 12 and have you have an extra modifier to a wisdom save. Even though my wisdom adds modifiers Jedi Force points and Force power saving throws. All this is really doing for Mission is just saving throws. Part of me wants to dump this into Dex. I mean, it's hard to say no to more Dex, even though that strength could use some help. I'm going to bump strength for now. I want to bump her a little bit into strength, give her an opportunity to be a melee-based character if I need her to be. And then she has 5 skill points. All right, just to put that into perspective, words. She has a +2 modifier, so we can do the math on that. She gets 2 extra skill points on top of whatever she naturally gets. So scoundrels do come with 3 natural skill points, which is awesome. We are going to... Oh, she's capped at 3. Interesting. We're going to bump her... Awareness. Security. I mean, I don't want to bump stealth. It's kind of meh. I'll bump her computer use. There we go. That's pretty solid allocation. And with that, we're good to go. 28 hit points. She actually has more hit points than me. Even though, I mean, she's 2 levels higher, but she's also a class that's not supposed to have as many hit points. But I think we're equipped and ready to rock. And with 3 people in our posse now, we should be able to handle pretty much anything that's gonna try to, you know, I don't want to say abuse us, but try to shake us down here in the Undercity. It's a single $1. Is this a entrance to the sewers? Lower sewers. Okay. We're gonna wait. I'm glad that's there. I want to explore the Undercity, and I do see a character over here. We have characters all over the place. I feel like this is... Let's see what's up over here. I'd recognize this person, I do believe.
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rat ghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
You don't know what I got. I go where I want, when I want. You know? I know this guy's supposed to be a Mandalorian, but, you know. Are you threat? Yeah, he's gonna say, Mandalorians don't make threats. Watch. You know, I go where I want, when I want.
Trying to pick a fight with a Mandalorian. I can see you're not too bright. But I'm on a mission for Davik, so I don't have time for fun and games.
Candace, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a rat ghoul.
Just standing up to the big bad Mandalorian.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
Oh my sweet baby Jesus. There are 4 of them, and they have spawned. Alright, well, time to put our party to the test. I'm going to handle the left side guy. Mission. You're going to handle the middle guy. Actually, you and Karth are both going to tag team the middle guy. And let's see if Candace and his dudes can handle the rest.
Yeah.
That guy's dead. Where's this guy going?
Time to rumble.
Interesting. Well, that wasn't too bad.
I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the rat ghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore.
What do you mean by that?
Davik sent me down here with this motley crew to scavenge whatever we could from the Republic escape pods that crashed during the recent battle overhead.
Seems like
But
you're
the lower
late.
city gangs got here first. Anything worthwhile in those Republic pods is probably in their hands by now. Davik won't like that.
What can you tell me about Davik, even though I know he's a crime lord and people owe him money?
What are you, an off-worlder? Everyone knows Davik. He's a member of the Exchange. You know, the interstellar crime syndicate. Smuggling, gambling, extortion. Davik controls it all here on Taris. That's why I'm working for him. But lately, the lower city gangs have been giving my boss some trouble.
Shocker. What do you know about the gangs?
This isn't really the best place to have these kinds of conversations. but I guess I could spare a couple of seconds for you. After all, you did help us out with those rat ghouls.
After I stood up to you.
The city is overrun with gangs, but the two most important ones are the Hidden Becks and the Black Vulkars. Used to be the Becks were the big dog and kept the others in line. But lately the Black Vulkars are moving in on Beck turf and challenging them for control. The Vulkars are even starting to defy Davik. Take these escape pods, for example. Everyone knew Davik would want first crack at them. But I know for a fact those damn Vulkars have already sent their own salvage party down here.
Alright, I'm out of here, Mr. Mandalorian.
Come on, boys, let's move out.
And, we got, nobody got dinged up. Karth was hurt from our previous excursion, and I didn't take a hit either. So that's not too bad. Oh, goodness, I see more rat ghouls. I'm gonna pop a quick save here. You know, for the obvious reason of crashes. Alright. Let's get a little closer and figure out what we're gonna do. I do want to clean this up. And I see... What in the world is that? Is that a person? Anyway. I am going to melee this guy to death. Well, not a guy. Mission can't see the other two, which is a bit unfortunate.
What? Yeah?
So I'm going to close the distance. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, so disengage me from the combat. Alright, well, I'm just going to, like... beat this guy. I made contact. I'm about to get beaten into oblivion, though, so can Karth kindly, and Mission kindly, mow this guy down. That is my hope and my prayer.
Ready?
I took some hits.
You asked for this! You asked for this! How'd you like that?
Boy, my blaster posse is mowing them down. I did take a hit there. Only lost 2 hit points, though. I will not complain. And there are more around the corner. So let's see what we can do here. I see a lot around the corner. I wonder if...
Yeah?
my party... That's a lot of rat ghouls. Like a lot of rat ghouls. Who's to say Karth and Mission don't just, like, shoot them from a distance, you know? And then I just control myself and sit tight. And I melee them as they come in range. A lot of dudes we're about to have to tangle with. We're about to tangle with a lot of dudes. Karth, I want you to tangle with the guy farthest in the formation. There we go. Just keep an eye on my health. Mission is now poisoned. I am now poisoned. Alright, so now is the time for us. You know what? We don't have to pop a med pack or an antidote kit. If we go down, it's not a big deal because we've already gotten our experience points. So I'm just going to let this wear off. Because we both have poison. So I'm just going to let this wear off. And again, if we go down and the battle ends, our character does not get the experience points. Mission just recovered. Oh, we both recovered a ton of health out of that. Okay, well. I am going to pop a regular old med kit and replenish all of my health. And Mission and Karth are still good. So, did any of these guys drop a loot by chance? No? Okay. Fair enough. Let's mop up the last of the rat ghouls who decided to not attack us. So, enjoy, buddy. Alright, now I'm curious on the feedback of Mission there. Because she missed. Fails, missed with 9 versus defense 11, damage 0. Oh, she had a horrible roll. Nah. But I rolled a 7. Miss with 9. Base 3. Next month 3. Yeah, she just had a terrible roll. Just a, and I mean a horrible roll. Anyway, that makes sense. 18 credits and more performance-enhancing drugs. We're stacking the performance-enhancing drugs, by the way. 2 alacrity, 4 stamina, 4 strength. Okay, well. Outcast corpse. A Promised Land Apprentice Journal. And some antidote kits. Perfect. We did find one of those journals that Rukil told us to keep an eye out for. You found the journal of Rukil's apprentice near her corpse. You should return to the old man in the outcast village, tell him of her fate, and to deliver the journal to him. We will definitely do that before we venture into the sewers. Darn shame that she was eaten by the 14 rat ghouls that were down here. I'm terrified running up to surfaces. It's going to crash the game. I don't know why. Feels like every time I get close to a wall, the game crashes. Speaking of which, pop in a quick save just in case. There's a frag mine that I can't see. Oh, I can see it. I lied. Another corpse. Computer parts. And more space bucks. A skeletal corpse. With much of the same. There's a person over here. A rusted sentry droid. That is not a person. That is a droid. Can I recover this mine? Skill too low. DC 30. So I need 10 demolitions to recover mines, which is a little bit unfortunate. What is missions? Demolitions. Oh, she does have 10. Wait, why, how does she have 10 is my question. Is it dexterity? So, it's 10. Let's go country. Oh, related attribute is intelligence. Interesting. What's my intelligence? 12? Fair enough. Oh, yeah, still 12. Okay. Noted that demolitions is 12.
What?
But mission can recover this, and now we can start stockpiling mines. And mines are very, 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 very useful. They're very useful.
Sure.
She's now our minesweeper. I do want to check out this rusted sentry droid. And hope it doesn't blow us up. I can reactivate it. I feel like this is not conducive to anything we need. I bet it would help us out with that rat ghoul fight, but we've already killed them, so I'm not of the mind of repairing him. Circling back towards our sewer entrance that we will definitely use at some point. I do want to swing by the outcast village very quickly before we move on into that section, which there are Sith troopers over there, which bother me. And we also have one little tiny section to check out. I'm just gonna record until I get tired, so if things kind of end abruptly, you kind of have an understanding or an idea of why. I'm gonna record a handful of these in a row. I was gonna talk to Rukil. That's who I was gonna talk to. Can I find Rukil? That's the elevator. I feel like they're over here. Are they not? Outcast child. And Rukil. Hello, crazy old man.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people?
Well, I'm no savior. At least I don't think. However, your apprentice is dead.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the Promised Land.
Well. Hey, whoa. I literally just got here. I think you've got me confused, buddy.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookhill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
Oh, no. Am I interested in the history of his people? Maybe I'll just let this roll, and this will be the end of this episode. Alright, Rukio, tell me the history.
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Terrace, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
Close?
You there?
Okay.
Civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
Try me and I will show you. I'm just here to kill you. Man, as much as it's tempting, how about I don't like your tone?
You're questioning the Sith. How many people do we have to kill before the rest of you learn some respect? Well, I guess it's time for another lesson. Patrol, attack!
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big Z's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
Cover this mine, Squire. There's a lot of mines. Oh, hello, Black Volcar Scavenger. Let's not draw attention to ourselves and just snag the mines. We're not... Oh, he's shooting at us. Okay, well. Let's loop around and take care of this guy as he continues to shoot at us. Alright. I'm about to beat your you-know-what off. And mission's down. That's frightening.